Well, to start off with, I'll tell you, these Model A's are not mine. They belong to a friend of ours who lives right up here behind us.
Uh-huh.
And I have kind of a strange or unique relationship with him in that I seem to get all his cars. Most of these I've had, the 29 back there, I've had for over 3 years. And this one he just bought up in, where was it, Jeff? Minnesota, somewhere up there. He went up there and got it.
Wow.
And brought it back. And then I've got another one of his Roadster pickups out there. I'm waiting on him to get the fenders and all fixed up on it.
Yeah.
And we'll put it back together. But I mainly just do, get them running for him.
Yeah.
We've sold 2 or 3 that he had. He had a pretty good collection.
Yeah.
But they're just fun to tinker with. And
Yeah.
I think I've got a 27 Model T coming up here next week. A guy wants me to get it running for him. So I'm down in my
So that's kind of what you do, is you kind of fix up people's Model A's and Model T's for them.
I don't work for any money. I just
trying
work
to
for
stay busy.
heck of it, trying to stay busy, and we may trade some things out, but bottom line, I just enjoy tinkering with them. Let me show you what
I like
he's got.
that.
This is a 1931 Roadster Sport Coupe, I think they call it, or Sportster, whatever. But it's kind of the higher dollar model back in 1931. It's been, I put a head gasket on it and, got it running. Had a few things that need to be done to it. I cranked it this morning, pulled it out of the storage trailer, and it fired right up. So it's pretty slick. It needs a little TLC, but pretty decent car. They, of course, you've been under the hoods on them. They all look the same. But that's kind of what you see under all of them. Just the old flathead 40 horsepower engine. Like I say, they're pretty dependable. They do have the old Babbitt bearings on them, and that makes them a little difficult if you get one that's in bad shape.
You ever poured any Babbitt bearings?
I have not.
I have.
Have you? You
I
got
worked
equipment
in
to do them? Yeah, that's
Not here. I worked in a leather tannery up in Maine, and we had machinery that had Babbitt bearings in them. And me and this boy that had worked there a long time, we poured some Babbitt bearings in some of the machines. And it was fascinating.
I would say that is a lost art.
there's
Original
still a few people that do it, but
Yeah.
and both of these have the rumble seat or the mother-in-law seat they call them, whatever you want to call them.
I rode in one once.
Yeah, they're pretty slick.
When I was a kid, my uncle had a car and had a rumble seat, and he took us for a ride in it. That was fascinating too. Yeah.
Yeah, they're fun to play with. Like I said, this car is 91 years old.
Yeah.
This one's 93 years old, one behind you. And
This is probably, I'm guessing, the most sought after Model A. Or maybe one of the most sought after cars in the world would be a Model A
the
Roadster.
Roadsters are highly sought after.
Yeah.
The most expensive Model A is what they call a 400A they made. We have a friend down the road here
Yeah.
that has one of those, and they're the holy grail of Model A collection.
Yeah. And what's different about them?
They're a 4-door canvas top car. You can actually let the top down, although it's a little
So
difficult.
that would be what I would have called a touring car.
Yes, and then but the thing is, the post and the window frames are all still up. So
Okay.
but the reason it's unique is that they were only made so many of them. I don't know what the number was.
You know, I had a Touring T when I was
Oh, okay.
just right out of high school. I actually got it from that same uncle that took me for a ride.
But this is a 1929 Roadster,
Yeah.
what they call a sports coupe. And it's in good shape. That one is for sale. But it's a good driver, good rider. And
Got a little better light over here. That's why I was sneaking over to this.
that's a bit of a unique color scheme, which is a manufactured color, issued color, whatever. But you can see the inside of it in great shape.
Wow.
That is beautiful. Also has the rumble seat.
Does this top let down?
That top does not let down. no.
Okay. But it's a wooden frame top, right?
It is a wooden frame top, and if you fool with the T's, you know, there's a lot of wood underneath these. in
Right,
terms of
right,
supports
yeah.
and bracing and stuff, but, like, it's a neat car, it's a neat driver, it cranks, very dependable.
Yeah.
And, anyway, that's those two. Like I say, the others, I sold two for him, a 31 and a 30, which were really, really nice. And he decided to get rid of them. That's what he did.
Man, them's beautiful.
Yeah, they are pretty. Going in the shop, I'll show you one I put together out of junk. Okay, now this is a play toy. It's not nothing else.
That's some of the funnest ones.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That is a 19. I'm calling it a 1930
Yeah.
pickup truck. That's what I titled it as.
Yeah.
And like I said, I was just playing one afternoon. I made the bed out of some crap lumber that I had out here at
Yeah.
the grandkids' playhouse. And I don't know where I'm going with it, but that's just to get me started there. But it really runs and drives great. So, a neat little place on it.
Up in Maine, where I live, you see a lot. They call them doodle bugs. But
Yes,
they would
yes.
chop one down and turn it into a woods truck, or they used them for tractors to haul logs out of the woods. And
That's
stuff.
kind of a cross right there.
And you could still buy one of them that's running and drivable for $600 or so, you know, up there. At one point, I mean, I'm pretty sure they might have gotten more expensive, or they might not have. You know, people in Maine ain't got much money, so
Yeah.
you can buy stuff up there pretty
It's,
reasonable.
That's one of those Johnny Cash cars. It's put together with a lot of different pieces. It's got
Yeah.
3, 4 wheels on it, and
Yeah.
you know, of course, some sort of aftermarket headlights I put on there. I think Jeff put me on those. But again, it's just something to play with, ride a pound. I don't see Jeff. That's about it. That's a motor that I semi-rebuilt. Again, I didn't do anything more than what you were doing to them. That's
Yeah.
what I was asking over the other day, but it runs good too.
It's always good to have a spare motor sitting around somewhere, running, ready to go.